The following episode has been paid for by the Rowdy World Order. Welcome to another Rowdy Thursday. And ladies and gentlemen, that can mean one thing and one thing only. It is a brand new episode of A Worthy Addiction.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this show, like no other, hosted by none other than me and my rowdy brother. So I will not waste any freaking time introducing him. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a master at cooking, but more of a teacher at eating out. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, Unworthy Dynamite Collector.
Thank you. And to all you watchers out there, if you smell something crispy and fried at the end of the race, it's not your tailpipe. It's Toy Addict 17.
Woo! Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful intro. And if you're watching this live or watching this on the replay, as always, we thank you. We thank you for joining us this Thursday, this Rowdy Thursday. And as like I always say, Hump Day is gone, but we're going to, ready? We're going to continue to hump all through the rest of the week for you guys. So I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's doing good. Don't forget to hit that like. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Come check us out every Thursday night.
You know what I haven't said in a long time, and I'm going to say it tonight.
Yeah.
Or don't, because we'll be here Thursday next week, whether you do or not. I haven't said that in a while,
Yeah, you haven't. I missed that.
I know that it's not nice to say that, so you know what? Fuck it. I'm not in a nice mood today, so I'm going to
You've had a rough day. Unworthy, happy Thursday, buddy. And go and follow. That's a perfect segue. Like, how's your day? How are you doing, sir?
Oh, man, listen. Work. I've been sick.
Mm-hmm.
Work has been crazy. I was sick all last week. Like, I'm just finally now, today and yesterday, starting to feel better. Like, this fucking cold wouldn't go away. I got the old COVID J. Smith going on. And it's been fucking miserable.
So you did get the COVID J. Smith?
Well, I mean, I didn't get tested. I'm just assuming. I had all the symptoms and the signs.
Got you. So you just
I've not got tested yet. So you just once, period.
Was it like one? Or is it like one of those things where it's like, you know what? I have aches and pains. I'm sneezing. I'm sick. I'm just gonna call it COVID.
It's one of those where you read the symptoms, and you're like, "Yep, check, got that. Yep, check, got that." And then it's like, "Okay, I got it all." And it's just like how we used to treat being sick before COVID.
Before we started naming it.
And pick up your fucking pants and go back to work. And then COVID came around and everybody's like, "Oh my God, put on a mask."
Now, I will say that COVID brought out a lot of great things in people. Like some people started their own toy shows, toy review shows. People started doing toy photography. People started knitting. Like I knew people out here that were like take T-shirts and they would make masks. Like because the masks, N95s and stuff was hard to find, so they would make.
Yeah, they were hard to find.
So they would.
I didn't make any myself, but I don't know if I should tell this story, but I'm gonna. My daughter's mom, she made her own out of. It was like lacy material. It was almost like bra material.
Okay.
It looked like a bra on her face, to be honest. But it was like lace and see-through, and I was like, that doesn't really serve a purpose because it's mesh and see-through. Like you're not actually doing anything with that. But you know what? I respect your creativity and ingenuity.
Right. Shit. I agree. I think a lot of people, their creative sides, because you were home, you really couldn't go anywhere. So you're doing things. But one of the things that I always noticed is, there were times where I would still have to go to my bank And I would always make the joke to the ladies and the clerks and like, hey, now I could walk in the bank with a ski mask and you guys don't think I'm robbing the place. I'm just trying to be safe. So they're like, ha, ha, ha. But now I can't make that joke. Security. Security, can you come get this man?
You know what? That reminds me, actually, I did try to make my own mask at one point, but it was just, I put my wife's underwear over my face.
Nice.
But that was like, that's a normal Tuesday in this house anyway. So.
As she watches this show, it's like, how the fuck did you tell everybody that?
I say that she's watching in the living room going, oh my God.
Oh man. Funny story today. So I was at work and I was walking into an elevator going to a job to go pick up a patient and bring them to a testing area. And then I was in there, and then there was I had a stretcher, an empty stretcher to pick up a patient. There was a couple other people, and then one of my coworkers, she came on as well. And she was facing me because we were kind of tight, like we're trying to all fit in this one elevator. And because the stretcher's big. So she's like facing me. And then like she turns around and she's like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to give you my back. And then out of nowhere, like without thinking, I was like, that's okay. All the women in my life have given me their back.
Oh my God.
What an awkward silence that was. Like all I saw was like everybody like looking like back, like that slow turn and just look at me. And then I thought about it, I was like, poor choice of words.
Yeah. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, I should have never said that. It was so I was like, thank God my coworker is a great person and she laughs at everything, because you imagine if she would have like took that, like it just, and it was crazy because I didn't mean to say it in a nasty, inappropriate way. It just came out that way. So I was like, and I said it so nonchalant. I was like, oh, don't worry. All the women that I've had always put their
they all give up the back, I mean, I think we've all had those moments where we say something. As soon as we say it, we're like, oh, what the hell did I just say?
I thought about it. I was like, man, that would have been an easy sexual harassment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There for no reason, because I generally meant it like, just like, oh, whatever, like everybody ignores me type thing. No, like, but then everybody looked at me and they did this whole slow head turn and looked back and she laughed. And that's what made it even worse, that she was like giggling and laughing really loud. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, and my mind was like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. You're going to make it even worse.
She probably didn't think of it dirty. Like everybody that did the slow turn looking at you, they were thinking dirty. She wasn't.
I think the lady that was standing, I don't know if she was like a provider or something. She was like a doctor. I don't know what the hell she was, but she gave me this like look, like one of those looks like, I know what you meant type looks. Like, give me what is it like if me and you, right? We've done this, right? Like if I say something and you know exactly how I meant it, like what's the look?
I know what you meant, but you didn't say what you meant, but I knew what you meant. Yeah.
So what kind of look would you give me? Like, would you give me that? Yeah, there you go. That's exactly the look she gave me. So as soon as I said it, she gave me one of those like, and as like my whole world is like falling and crumbling, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, stupid. Why did you say that?
Yeah, why did I say that?
Well, that was my.
I had one of those moments when I was in school. I was on the golf team. Mm-hmm. And because I can't run because I'm not athletically gifted, so I was on the golf team, And this girl that was on the golf team, she had a big old fucking rack too. Pardon any of the ladies watching, but this girl was very robust. And this guy that we were golfing with, he shanked the ball really fucking bad, and it like somehow hooked behind him and hit this girl right in her tit, right? Like hit her right in the boob. She like couldn't catch her breath. She left the golf course. The next day I seen her in school and I was like, hey, how are you doing? You got hit pretty hard. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm all right. I got a really big bruise. And like right in front of everybody without even thinking, I was like, oh no kidding, let me see. Not thinking about what I said. And she just like she was laughing and then she like her face went completely straight and was looking at me and I was like, that was dumb. I don't know why I said that. I wasn't thinking.
I don't feel so bad about saying what
I mean, unless you want to show me. I mean, I'll gladly look.
Jeez. Yeah. If I would have said, I probably would have been in trouble right now. But yeah, very, very embarrassing. Again, It didn't come out. I didn't mean it for it to come out that way, but like, and also too, what didn't help was that the lady next, like on my left side, she gave me that look. But also when I said I did one of those, and I was like, I did. I should.
The old lady in the wheelchair with the oxygen mask. She's like, "Is there a line?"
All right. Oh shoot. Well, the chat's here. I want to say what's up to the chat because the chat is the best third host ever. So we got my man Rel Collects reminding us that there are no Cody Crybabies on AWA. He says, "What up? No Cody Crybabies. Cody crying because Red One bombed and The Rock is coming back to take his title." I agree with this. This is gonna happen. I feel like this is gonna happen.
I don't think that. You think he's gonna actually take the title?
I feel like The Rock. It's like, yeah. I feel like The Rock is the one kind of like leading the new bloodline.
Yeah.
And it's kind of where they're going at, but I feel like he's Solo's not the tribal chief. He's the boss. So he's gonna be the guy to be like, I'm gonna take Cody's title, and he will, which kind of like maybe push into like giving us, Rock and Roman type match. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, winner take all.
So that's how Roman gets the belt back, is beating The Rock instead of
being The Rock. Yeah, being The Rock. Like that'll be the match.
I can fuck with that. I can.
Me too. I think it'll be a blockbuster match, and like, I mean, that would be somebody good to like lose. He's like an ultimate. Like he became this. He's the final boss. He became this ultimate villain. He needs to be like Roman already. Like Roman was that villain, but now he's not. Let The Rock be that ultimate villain to take that title away. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm in charge. I'm the final boss, but now I have the title. So now I got more push and I could do whatever the hell I want. You know what I'm saying?
I could fuck with that. Yeah. It's better than another goddamn Roman and Cody match. Nobody wants to fucking see that.
No, absolutely not. We got our homie Vico Sands. What's going on? Vico is Rowdy indeed. What's up, fellas? What's going on, dude? We got our homie Tripping with Toys. What's up,
What's up?
Toy? We got Eddie Figs. What's up, Eddie Figs?
What's
How you doing?
up?
Welcome. We got our tribal chief. Solo, I love you.
This is Tia. Solo,
I love you. And our tribal chief, we acknowledge our tribal chief. Chubbsy
yeah, we acknowledge you too, but Solo, we love you.
And we love you, and we also acknowledge you, our female tribal chief. We love you. He says, Solo, Rail, you're going to start something. You're going to start something there. We got Green Geek 88. What's going on, Green? What's up, dude? He says, fun fact, only 3 college teams.
We're not doing this again this week. We're not doing this week, Vico. Somebody back him.
I appreciate your commitment to the show. Thank you. And yes, if you haven't watched The Penguin, go watch The Penguin. He says, I love you, unworthy. Miss chatting with you, pal.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
He said, bro, all you fuckers were fluffing everyone at the con.
No, it wasn't us. It was KJ.
God damn it, KJ. Speaking of KJ,
there
he is. Hey, KJ. What's going on, KJ? What is it? KJ COVID Smith.
K-Vid Smith over here.
K-Vid Smith here. We got Ed Nice. What's going on, Ed Nice?
¿Qué pasa, mi gente?
I love it when you say that, dude. He says, does anyone know what the fuck he's talking about anymore?
Who?
What are you
talking about, KJ? Hold on a second. KJ.
Go fuck yourself.
That's who's talking. He says white man can't jump.
That's right, we can't. Oh, can no, this one can't. This one can't. I got no vertical lift on me. No.
He said The Rock is gonna sell his title like Mike, Mr. Big Time Superstar, all time GOAT Mike Tyson. Yeah. We got Raven's Eye Studios. What's going on, Raven?
Hey, what's up, Donald?
We got our homie Skelly. Also had an awesome show yesterday.
Baby? Oh, man, now you got to do a shirt that says that. Howdy Boys instead of Rowdy Boyz.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be you and I in cowboy hats going, howdy.
We got our homie Diggs Figs. What's going on,
Diggs?
you beautiful bastards? We got homie Toy Art Unlimited. So what up,
What's up, Toy Art?
What's going on? So I'm glad you get a kick out of that, KJ, for real, because we really do love you. But yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, we do. We care about you a lot. Just we care about you more when you're not around. That's all.
We care about you a lot, but we really care about you when you can go fuck off.
Yeah, when you can go fuck yourself, KJ. That's when we care about you the most.
We got Slacker Hacker. What's up,
Slacker
dude?
Hacker?
Stopping by Stay Hill. It was a great meeting you guys. Hey, dude, it was awesome meeting you. And
yes, your Odious cosplay was bad to the bone.
Freaking awesome. If you guys, I don't know, there were some photos with him, Parallel Universe. He was holding the mallet with the ape skull with the Odious skull on it. Go check out those photos. He did an awesome cosplay of Odious. Super dope. So welcome. Hey, everybody's here. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us and chilling with us. As always, you know how we get down. We talk trending topics. Right. We got trending topics for you tonight. We have some reveals, and we also have some weekly fix stuff and all a bunch of stuff that we got. Unworthy, I'm not sure if you also have a discussion question, but I have a discussion question for tonight. And this goes
I've been, let me just tell you something. Okay. For the last 3 days, I've got home from work and I have done nothing but play Mortal Kombat. So like I have not been prepared on anything.
Now, have you been playing do you have the pack with the Ghostface?
Yes. Yeah, that's what just came out. That's what just came out this Wednesday. Or no, Tuesday? Or maybe it was Monday. I don't know. One fucking day this week. It came out. And I've been playing it. And, dude, you know, I know you said it, and I know other people said it, that Ghostface doesn't belong in the Mortal Kombat universe. Mm-hmm. And to you and everybody else that said that, I would respectfully like to say, fuck you, because it's amazing. He is so perfect in this game. Like, his combinations are fucking nasty. You know, his or what do they call it? Fatalities. They're fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. All of his little dialogue things. There's so many like Scream references in the thing. He's got all these different outfits and like masks and shit that you can unlock. Yeah. Like I've just been continuing through all the towers and like the invasions and shit playing as him. It's fucking awesome.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, we could agree to disagree, but I mean, I did see the fatalities and I did see the different like outfits and stuff. It looks pretty good. I like the dialogue. Dialogue is pretty good. He's a fun character to have. Like as far as like just thinking too deep into it, like can he survive in the Mortal Kombat universe? Absolutely not. But can he be a good player?
I don't think objectively, I don't think anybody can survive in the Mortal Kombat universe. It's created for nobody to survive, basically.
Unless you're Liu Kang.
No, Liu Kang dies. Liu Kang dies more often than fucking everybody else. Liu Kang just got his fucking comeuppance in Mortal Kombat 11. So you're wrong, because he can die too pretty easily.
All right. So perfect segue into our question of the day, because we're talking games, but you know, we talk all pop culture things here. And the question for everybody tonight is, which TV shows that have been ended or been canceled would you bring back? So think of a show that might have gotten canceled and you're not sure why, or a show that ended and you're like, man, I really love that show. I wish it would have never ended. And, you know, I wish if I could bring it back, I'll bring it back. What show would you bring back?
That's a good question. I can't really right off the top of my head think of shows, but I can think of movies that like were supposed to get sequels and never got. You know, they had sequels planned and written and greenlit, and then they got canceled because the movies didn't do well. Yeah, I know there's series too. Right off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
Okay. Well, just to kind of start off a TV series that I would love. I really enjoyed The Flash. Believe it or not, I really, really enjoyed The Flash series. I mean, it did get kind of weird after certain seasons, but like those first 2 seasons were really, really good. Like if they would have, like, I really wished I would have seen how much they could do, especially now with like James Gunn kind of taking over the DC and being in charge of like everything now, like just kind of like the shift and kind of seeing how, different characters to add, maybe different suits, or even incorporating more of the Justice League people, because now all the shows and the movies are all connected now. So it would have been nice to see like, it kind of like evolve into like now, like the James Gunn era now. You know what I'm saying? So like I would have loved, like I would have loved to see it. It was fun to watch.
They were doing a lot of like crossover stuff, like with the Crisis show and the Green Arrow show. Like there was a lot, and so there definitely would have been a potential crossover with like the James Gunn universe for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, another show.
Well, I was thinking, there was a crime show. It's going to take me a second. Let me look it up. You go ahead. Sorry.
Another show for me would be Arrow. I really fucking loved Arrow. I think I loved Arrow more than I like The Flash. I don't know. It was something about Arrow that was like, it still kind of gave. They kind of gave them all the Batman villains to kind of like boost them up in a way. Don't you think? Like they gave Deadshot was in it, Deathstroke, and then they had all. I believe Talia al Ghul was in this shit too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul was in it too. Yeah, they was giving them all the Batman villains. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there was a lot of TV shows that was like in that universe too that got canceled. Like Constantine was pretty good, and that only made it for one season.
Good. Yeah, Constantine was definitely really good. Swamp Thing with Derek.
Yeah,
Swamp Thing was pretty good. Another good one was what was the with the one with the robot? Oh Lord,
with the robot?
Yeah, it was a robot in it, and it was like really popular. Oh Lord, it was like
a TV show. Was it a DC or
it was like a DC team up show. I can't remember the name of it.
Are you thinking the Crisis, right? Infinite Earths show?
No. It wasn't the Crisis of Infinite. It was. They were a part of it, but like one of the characters was like a robot, and it was played by this fucking guy, Brendan Fraser played him. Oh,
you're talking the Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol, yeah, Doom Patrol was pretty.
That didn't get canceled. They had a series finale.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like ended, like a show that ended or was canceled, or you know what I'm saying. Like that would be a show.
Okay, so just not just canceled.
Be a show.
Okay, that makes
it doesn't cancel. It could be a show that was ended and you would bring back, or a show that was canceled and you would bring back. Yeah,
I would bring back Santa Clarita Diet. That was a pretty fucking funny show with Timothy Olyphant and Drew Barrymore. They were like Hollywood socialites, and Drew Barrymore becomes a zombie, basically. It was a pretty good fucking. It was a funny show, because she was a zombie. She's trying to eat, like she was still herself. She had her, she could reason and all that, and talk to people, but like she was.
That was a good show.
A zombie. She would eat people's fucking bodies and shit. That was a good show.
Was it the one? There was one where I think there was an episode where they were like trying to bury somebody in the sand, like in the desert somewhere, right? Some shit like that happened, right?
Yeah. And they almost get caught. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. All right, so we got some replies here. Rel says FX lights out. Okay. And Toyar says workaholics. And then Eddie says, I wish they would cancel Gladiator 2. Really? You don't like Gladiator 2? I'm hearing good things about it. There's getting good.
I can't remember the show that I'm trying to think of. There was this crime show where like everybody vanished. I guess it wasn't a crime show. Like everybody vanished, and then all of a sudden. So I kind of think of it like. You're
talking about
everybody vanished, and then all of a sudden everybody who ever vanished was back, and it was like called the OA or some shit like that.
No. You're talking about the plane. It's called. Oh my goodness, my daughter was watching this show. It was like my daughter. It was Jada. It was my daughter Jada's favorite show. It was called Manifest.
No, that's not the one.
Was it Manifest or was it Lost? No. It wasn't Lost.
No, it wasn't about plane. It was just like people vanished one day. Like a whole bunch of people just vanished off of Earth one day, and like nobody knew why.
They were like
yeah. They thought it was like the what's it called when everybody dies and goes to heaven.
Yeah.
The I can't fucking remember what they call it, but like everybody just vanished one day, and then all of a sudden, like the economy's in collapse, and then one day everybody just returns, and like they don't have any memory of where they were; they just weren't on Earth anymore.
I think I remember.
It's called the OA. I think it's.
You might be right. I think you're right, because the one I'm thinking of is Manifest. Manifest is where like they all boarded a plane, and like I guess they went over the Bermuda Triangle or some shit, and like. What was like maybe like a couple of minutes, maybe a half hour for them, it was 5 years or 7 years for everybody else. So like when they like they did an emergency landing. They like all the kids, like they went back. People were dead. Like they were going longer. So they were trying to figure out why the fuck that happened. It was weird. Like they had this big old connection.
I think I did watch that. There was another one. And have you ever had this happen where like you watch a movie or a show and like you remember specific parts of it 100%, but then you can't remember what the show's called, who was in it, nothing like that. And then my wife and I have this show. We can't fucking think of what it was called. And we just fucking scroll through Netflix for hours hoping that we'll see the show name and we'll be like, that's the one.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, yeah. Another show. Wait, before I go, Skelly says The Flash was awesome. He says still best in DC Universe. It was good. The Flash was good. It's definitely up there. But Superman and Lois, that's a good show. That
is a really good show, and I'm not a Superman guy.
That's a really good show. Even on Black Lightning, I enjoyed Black Lightning. Black Lightning was a really good show. Another memorable show that I would bring back is Luke Cage. I love Luke Cage. That show was fucking dope. I love Luke Cage.
Yeah, it was all right. Punisher was better.
In Living Color, perfect. Yep, I would definitely bring In Living Color back. Now, would you get a new cast of people, or you keep some of the same old people, or bring some of the OGs back on Diggs? I mean, you have to bring the Wayans brothers back, right? Cleveland Show. He says HBO Max rap shit. Okay. Green Geek says Arrow season 1 and 2 were GOAT. Yeah, they were. I agree. Chain Brothers in the house. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Everybody's letting me know. Doom Patrol. Says never seen it. He says living single only because I hated the way it ended. Okay. He says NOSA 48. Okay.
Nosferatu. That was a good show too.
So I'm hearing super woke stuff about it. You're talking about the Gladiator too. He says bring back Supernatural. Left Behind. That's the show, Unworthy.
That's the show I was thinking of. Yes. Thank you, Chubby. That's the one I was thinking of.
We got Agent Variant in the house. What's going on, Agent Variant? What's going on, dude?
There was another show that I used to watch quite a bit. It was like a Western-ish type, like law. It was kind of like Law and Order, but it was like an old-timey Western sheriff. It was called Longmire. That was a really good show too. And then like it was supposed to have another season, then the season got canceled. So the season they were on was like technically going to be the season finale, and they fucking ended it horribly.
Now, my question is, and chat, help me out because maybe I'm wrong. They brought back Tales from the Crypt at one point, right? Didn't they bring back Tales from the? I used to love Tales from the Crypt. I wasn't really allowed to watch it as much because my mom wasn't really into like letting us watch that type of stuff when we were younger. But like anytime my dad would get out of work late and we were in sleep or it was the weekend, he would like let us like bring our pillows and we would watch like Tales from the Crypt with him. But I remember them bringing it back at one point. Or was it Creepshow? I can't remember if it was Creepshow or Tales from the Crypt.
No, they kind of revamped it at some point, like early in the early 2000s. They revamped it and brought it back, and like they were kind of retelling some of the original stories, but it didn't do well. It wasn't really done.
It wasn't as. I agree. It probably wasn't as good. You know, what was one of my favorite episodes? I love that the animated one they had with the Three Little Pigs and the wolf. Mm-hmm. You remember that episode? It was like I don't know. I can't remember if it was like a Thanksgiving special or a Christmas special, but that shit was really, really fucking dope. He says,
now, I have a couple of movies, and maybe you've heard of them, maybe you haven't. That they were supposed to get sequels, and then they never did because like they started filming the sequels to The Golden Compass with Daniel Craig and Nicole Kidman, and then they fucking scrapped that whole thing, and it was like a whole book series. Like they scrapped it, and then there was another one, the Spiderwick Chronicles. Like they're kind of kid movies, I guess, but like they had like a whole series planned out of the Spiderwick Chronicles, and the first one ends where the second one is supposed to pick up, and then they were halfway through filming it and they canceled it. The kid there that plays he played in the Bates Motel show. He was Norman Bates.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know him by name.
he was in this. He played twins. Like he played two boys, twins in the Spiderwick Chronicles, and they were fucking cool. The books were cool when I was a kid, I remember, but the movie was cool as shit. Nick Nolte was the bad guy. Like, come on. Everybody loves Nick Nolte.
Mm-hmm. Eddie says, "Shit, Yellowstone is about to end soon." And then Chain Brother said, "Tales from the Crypt and Creepshow was my shit." Yo, dude, I love Tales from the Crypt. Creepshow was pretty dope too. New York Figure Fanatic, what's going on? Welcome, dude.
What's up?
Hey, we're the Addiction, dude. Thank you for joining us. Rel says, Oz was different. Did you like Oz? I know you're a big...
I didn't really like it. I think he's talking about like the prison series. Like,
oh, okay. But so you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the I'm not thinking of Oz. I'm thinking of the one where like they were all the Disney characters. What was that show called? It wasn't Enchant.
No, it was like Once Upon a Time, like or some shit like that.
Yeah.
There was a good Wizard of Oz series that was like it had oh shit, I can't think of his name. The guy that played Kingpin.
Yeah.
He played the Wizard of Oz in this show that was on the CW. It was like kind of like a dark, modern telling of the Wizard of Oz. Nice. I can't think of what that was called. They canceled that too. That was a good show too.
Deadman One, what's going on, dude? Welcome.
What's up, Deadman?
The Salt Needed at part 2. So he says the movie Salt Needed at part 2. Says the new Twilight Zone was decent. I haven't seen that. I didn't get a chance to see that. Is it like new now, or it's like I don't know. I know I think they were doing the same thing. They were retelling like old stories or some shit like that. All right. Now a show that I wish they brought back, which they did, and I didn't like it at all, was MacGyver. Like if I could bring MacGyver back, and if the actor could be the same person, and old or not, like I would bring that back. That is still one of my favorite shows. I bought the whole box set, a $60 box set from Walmart, the entire season of every season of MacGyver. Love that show. Funny how I ended up loving this show. This is a show that was supposed to be a punishment. So anytime me and my brother would act up, like my dad would put MacGyver and take out whatever we were watching, and I ended up loving the show. So I was like, yeah, I'll be bad. So it gave me an excuse to be bad. Because then I got to watch MacGyver.
Now you're just like, you're walking by. I want to watch MacGyver, see how often punch your brother. Dad, I fucked up. Put it on.
He says, Air Reacher getting another season. Dude, that's a fucking good show. I agree. That's a really good show. And Dead Man, we
ain't doing it. We ain't doing it tonight, Dead Man. The show's over. We're not talking about it anymore.
Jordan Peele brought it back. Okay. Dexter, I saw at New York Comic Con they were promoting. There's supposed to be like a prequel season, a prequel episode show based on like his first kills in the beginning. Like they're like it's like a young dude playing him and shit. Like so Dexter is supposed to be coming back pretty soon. So, but I don't think it's the same actor. I think it's somebody. It's some guy, some new dude. But it's gonna be fucking dope. Another show
that my wife watched that like I got into, and I can't think of what it's called. But it was like this dude was a stalker. It was like a Netflix series. Like this dude was a stalker, and like he was obsessed with this girl. And then I think she killed him in the end of the first season. And the second season starred her, like she became a stalker. I'm describing it horribly, but
I'm intrigued though. Like keep going.
I'll have to ask her what the fuck that show is called. That was a good show.
See, there's a show that I was watching once, and it was the guy that plays Olaf's voice. He's like one of the main characters, and he meets this woman, and they get married, but she's like secretly a werewolf, and like he's trying to like hide her. I can't remember the name of the show, but like he's like hide her under the entire, and she's like going on a killing spree, and like he can't control her when she turns into the wolf, so he has to lock her in the basement. Like it's a fucking crazy show. Like I can't remember the name of the show. No, but it's pretty dope. Like there's a scene where
I kind of can relate. Like once a month, my wife gets like fucking crazy, and I gotta lock her up.
The Strain was pretty dope. He says Showtime's Flashburn is mended. Okay. He says, I think I know what that show, Danny. What's the name of the show? What's the show called?
There's another show that I like to watch quite a bit. It's on every Thursday. at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
It's our show. Yeah. I like that show too. I love watching that show.
Yeah, let's just hope it doesn't get canceled at any point.
Well, I mean, it's bound to happen the way we fucking manage. So.
Right. Oh man. All right. Well, that was my discussion question of the night.
That's a good question. Good question.
Thank you. Yeah, because I mean, you think about it, there's a lot of fucking good shows, man. We don't get a lot of the same shows that we used to. Like the shows, like even The Walking Dead. Like I love The Walking Dead. I'm happy that I was a little disappointed at first that the show was different from the books, and Robert Kirkman kind of explained like, "Hey, the show is not going to be exactly like what I don't expect it to be." I mean, there were some, moments in the show that were, and I like the way it ended. That was different from the book, because the book ended before. But like, I'm happy that they're doing these little spin-off series that work. You know what I mean? I love the Daryl show. I love the Negan and Maggie show. Love those shows, and the Michonne and Rick Grimes show was pretty dope as well. So like, I just wish that they would have like they did like the Negan solo comic, right? Like if they did a show just with him, just kind of like doing like, what I'm saying, like based off that book, that would have been awesome.
That show that I was thinking of with the Stalker, it's called You.
It's called
You. 2 seasons of it. Yeah, I looked it up. I couldn't stop thinking about it. It's called You.
Yeah.
Go check it out. It's definitely. I think you'll like it, Danny. The guy kind of reminds me of you, like because he's a stalker. He won't leave his love interest alone, and like I felt like that at Legion's Con. Like every time I try to go do something, you'd be looking around the corner at me. Like I wasn't allowed to go do anything by myself.
You are so.
It was kind of romantic, but also it was like, dude, I'm trying to take a piss. I don't need a hand.
So full of shit. This is the guy. All right, everybody watch it. This is the guy that I went to Dunkin' Donuts because I wanted to get me a coffee, and the guy, what was your response to the "Adonde"? Donde. Every fucking text message was.
And you know what, asshole? That was because I was looking for you so that we could do a picture with Rel Collect before he left. So.
Oh, you're gonna throw that cheap shot? That's not right.
That's legit. You come walking through the parking lot with donuts, and I was like, "Yo, where the fuck, Donde? Where the fuck you been, bro?"
I don't know who Donde is. Well, listen, Rel, I apologize, Rel.
I mean, where?
I am a Donde, but Donde, I like Donde. It's like me saying venison instead of right? It's like me saying Venice instead of venison, right? It works. I like that. But like, Rel, it was nothing personal, Rel. I wish I would have took a photo with you before you left, dude. It was.
He's full of shit, Rel. It was personal. He didn't enjoy meeting you.
I am a very. He said, "Wanted should have gotten a second." But listen, I really need my coffee in the morning, and the coffee that they sell at that hotel is really shitty.
Yeah,
if you ever
for a cup
yes, he says next year. Yeah, absolutely. But listen, just to describe that coffee, think of like somebody getting a paper cup, any kind of paper cup, going to the bath, and then before getting that cup, they go to Taco Bell, they go to Wendy's. They eat a couple brownies. They eat soup. They eat pasta, right? And then you know how when you just eat so much, you're just about to explode. And then you take that paper cup and you take a nice big shit inside that cup and add some water to kind of like make it like water it down and take a sip. Of that's exactly what that coffee tastes like at the hotel. It was disgusting. Really nasty stuff.
I mean, it sounds really gross. It's like you put a lot of thought into what. That tasted like.
Well, listen, I love coffee. I'm a big coffee drinker.
Yeah,
and I won't even walk.
This man, he can't have his coffee. He can't not have coffee in the morning. We waited almost 2 hours at Dunkin' Donuts before we could even leave to go to Legion's Con.
Funny story. I think it was a couple of days ago. I had to go to the Walmart. Remember the Walmart we went to over here? I went to the Walmart. I went to the same Dunkin', and it was the same ladies and the same fucking. Shit, it's literally like deja vu. It was the same fucking, and all I wanted was a Boston fucking cream, and it took hella long for me to get it. So the girl remember the young lady with the glasses that was going really so she was telling her don't do it one by one, like put a bunch of them. She was arguing with the redhead, and they're going back and forth. And in my mind, I'm like, where the fuck is Unworthy when you do them at this moment right now? This is what we needed right here.
We were literally standing there forever, people throwing fits, and then Danny, like the girls making drinks, and Danny goes, "You want to just give us some shirts, and we'll just come back there and help you or something?"
He said, "How does Toyota know what warm shit tastes like?" I don't know. Tell us. Enlighten me. So, Unworthy, you have there's a lot of things that are trending now, right? And you have a nice little slide for us today. But before that,
Oh yeah, I got a little slideshow. It's nothing. I don't have a. There's not a lot. I wouldn't say
okay,
there's a lot.
okay,
But we got our first news on the Jurassic World Rebirth. Gareth Edwards, who is going to be the director of this,
okay.
he is going to take it back to like the original story, but it's all new characters. And this, I can't remember where I got this article from. But basically, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, Laura Dern, they're all out. So is Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard. Like, so the original series, the reboot series with Chris Pratt,
Yeah,
it's like none of those happened. They're like rebooting the whole fucking thing.
New fucking timeline now.
Like, what the hell? You know, we just finished the Chris Pratt ones. Why are they gonna just reboot the whole fucking thing over again?
That's a common thing. It's called a requel. So like now they're all doing like every studio to bring back a franchise. They're like making you forget whatever. They're gonna take the best parts of some of the franchise and they're gonna keep those, but they're gonna start everything from the beginning, from the original movie. So like Halloween did it, Scream kind of did it. No, Scream didn't do that.
I can understand it with certain franchises and certain IPs, intellectual properties and whatnot, but like for Jurassic Park, it doesn't make any sense. How can you reboot this fucking thing again? Like, it's dinosaurs. It's dinosaurs in modern day. How many original stories can you write about dinosaurs in the modern day?
I think I believe the first one did a good job, like introducing characters that you enjoyed watching, right? Like I enjoyed the characters from the first one.
Like I think the original series with Sam Neill.
Yeah. I just feel like it suffers from the same thing the Godzilla and Kong movies kind of suffer from. That
you want dinosaurs, not people.
Exactly. Like the humans are fucking boring. Like there's nothing fun about any of the humans. Like watching Godzilla X Kong was fun because of the fucking fight scenes and the Godzilla and the Kong, all that shit. Like they had to kind of make it, remember, you know, like if you watch like Kong Skull Island, Godzilla, those movies before, they were more monster movie. They were really slow, but then you notice like after Kong versus Godzilla, like they started you kind of start humanizing a little bit these monsters. They started doing shit that humans do, and you know, suplexes and all this other shit, and like because they need to give you that because these fucking human. I couldn't stand at the theater sitting there and watching a scene with like two of the humans. I'm like, all right, can we like fucking forward this and just go into like Godzilla or somebody else? Because I'm like over these fucking people.
And I like the people that were making it. Their defense was, well, you have to have the human element. So there's a story. It's like you really severely underestimate what we will sit down and watch. We'll watch a whole fucking movie of just Godzilla and King Kong. It could be 2 hours long. We'll sit there the whole fucking time and watch those.
It doesn't have to have any dialogue, neither.
Yeah, it doesn't have to have a fucking word said in it. Roar and roar and like, well, fuck it, you're sold. We're here. We're here. We'll watch the whole fucking thing.
Right.
And it is the same thing with Jurassic Park. Like I could watch the only dialogue be people screaming as they run away from dinosaurs. Like that's fine. I'm good with it.
What's your favorite scene from the first movie? There's so
the
many.
Original.
The original.
The original movie. I think my favorite scene is when the fucking dude's in the porta shitter and the fucking dinosaur.
Dude, you read my fucking mind, dude. Good minds thinking like I went to a camp once when I was younger, and like I was scared to take a shit in like the little outhouse that they had because that's all I can fucking think of is that fucking dinosaur coming, that T-Rex coming and knocking it over, and then you're like sitting there like and your ass is shitty, and he fucking grabs you and like he just flings you around and shit. I was like, yo, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
I used to be super scared, but like more so the fucking raptors. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Like even like what was it, Jurassic Park 2? Remember when they were running through that field with the tall grass?
Yeah.
You can see those fucking things just
fucking grass parting that I don't like being in like cornfields, like in tall grass, anything like that where I can't get a lay of which fucking direction I'm going. Like it's not like being in the woods. because like I can be in the woods and not see the sky, and like I could still figure out which fucking direction I need to go. If I can't see nothing in front of me or above me, no.
I wouldn't survive like an attack from a thing of like what is it, a pack of raptors. I wouldn't survive that.
Well, yeah, no, you're not fast enough, sure.
Well, first of all, I am. I'm not as fast as they are, but I will run. I will run if I need to.
Usain Bolt's not getting away from a pack of fucking velociraptors.
The whole time I'm running, I'm like, and the fucking thing is, I'm like running in the same spot. I'm not fucking moving anything. I'm like, and that fucking raptor's behind me. So David, what's going on, dude? Welcome. What's up? Welcome. Yeah,
I wouldn't survive any fucking dinosaur. Even that little nasty bastard that spits in Newman's face in the first one, like that. I wouldn't even survive that. I don't like lizards. Like I would fucking I would do very not good in the Jurassic Park universe. I'd do very not good.
You know, universe I wouldn't do good at all because I can't keep my fucking mouth shut. The Quiet Place world universe. Yeah. I would not survive that. I would be the guy where me and you are like trying to be quiet because we hear them, and I'll go. Yeah. And it just starts swarming. It's like, you son of a bitch.
I wouldn't do good in that one either. And then the other one is the Bird Box, I think is what it's called, with Sandra Bullock, where like you have to have your eyes covered. I would do horrible in that. I'd have the fucking blindfold on for 3 seconds. I'd stub my toe on one thing and I'd be like, fuck it, that's it. Off comes the mask. I'm dead. Fuck it.
Now, would you do you think you would what's the rule of surviving the entity and smile? I think it's you have
to
be
miserable, maybe. I don't know. I'd do good there. I'd fucking do really good at being miserable.
It's not that easy. I wish it was. No, I think the rule is that you have to find the person who transferred the curse on you, and you have to kill that person. I think that's the rule.
Oh shit, I'd do good with that. Well, I mean, I guess it would depend on who. Like, I guess I wouldn't do well if it was like somebody I loved. Like if you or my wife or my kids, like if they gave it to me, like I'd be like, that I gotta go find somebody else to give this to, and then hope they don't kill me. But like if KJ Smith gave it to me, fucking right there, the curse is over.
You're that KJ. Oh man, yeah, that's a universe. Yeah, that's a universe. I don't know. I'd probably survive that. Jurassic Park, I wouldn't. Quiet Place, I definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't even survive a Freddy Krueger universe. I wouldn't survive that. I'd be sleeping.
I don't think Freddy Krueger would survive my nightmare. I think he'd wake me up and he'd be like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need a hug or something?"
As he takes the hat off, he's like puts it down. He sits down next to you, talking to you.
He's like, "I'm retired. I'm too old for this shit."
He says, "I hate horror." No way. Shit, man. Yeah. It's the beautiful thing about horror movies, man. They fuck. You know what movie I was watching at work today was playing? Buried Alive with is it Buried? Yeah, Buried Alive with Ryan Reynolds. Where what
a stupid movie that is.
That movie is I watched it a while ago, but like it's he gets drugged up and then he gets buried alive, and he has his phone and this just fucking lighter, and he's trying to call these people. He's trying to get like people to track, and they can't. Like I wouldn't. Like there's no fucking way. I'm like I think panicking. I would panic so like I'm claustrophobic. I can't be in that.
What I'm hearing out of all these universes you wouldn't survive in. What I'm hearing is really any universe where there is just a minor inconvenience. It's not, you're not gonna do good. Just a minor little fucking thing. You're like, that's it. Kill me.
So there you go, guys. If this was like a zombie apocalypse, I would be definitely an inconvenience for you guys. So just let me wherever you find me, just leave me there.
Leave him there.
Don't take me with you. He says, I know what's a good drama, Lincoln Lawyer. I loved it. Okay. Definitely gotta check that out. Chubsy says, so if you get up in the morning and your wife is possessed, what you gonna do on Worthy Exorcist?
If I woke up like in the Smile universe and my wife was infected, I would know right away because usually when she looks at me, she doesn't smile. So I would know right away. So I'd just be like, just don't look at me, babe. We're gonna go find somebody else, and we'll give that to somebody else, and then I'll keep you safe.
There you go. Either the cure is on the other side of the road. Well, I guess we're dead.
Yeah, well, we're dead. Fuck it. Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Speaking of horror movies, another piece of news here is Idle Hands is getting a remake with Finn Wolfhard and Jason Reitman directing. They just did Finn Wolfhard. He did his own movie. He made his directorial debut on another movie that I didn't bother writing down. But I liked Idle Hands when it came out originally, so I'm interested in seeing how this goes. I'd be down for a new version of Idle Hands. Did you ever watch Idle Hands?
I haven't seen it in a long time. The original I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it had where'd it go? Right there. It had Jessica Alba in it. I mean,
Vivica Fox.
Yeah, Vivica Fox, Jessica Alba. I mean, how could you not like those two?
Yeah.
I mean, they were prime '90s hotties.
That's Booty Cough, Vivica Fox. That's who that is. That's not the Vivica. See, I would have lost. If this was the Quiet Play universe, I would have been dead. That was it. And look, Rel says it correct. Toyatic in a zombie movie where he complains the whole time. It's like,
like he's already there. Like he's already starring in that movie, Rel. It's just there's no zombies yet.
We should do like little videos of like pretending that we're in a zombie apocalypse. And I'm like, oh, do we have to walk over here? Like just loud as you're like trying to like survive and find like shelter. I'm like, how much longer do we have to walk?
Yeah. You're sitting on the toilet taking a shit and you go to flush and there's no water because the fucking wells run dry and you're like, that's it. Kill me.
Oh man, but Idle Hands.
Zombie universe is bullshit.
He says, Danny gets away from the zombie, just barely ripping his shirt and starts complaining, damn it, that was my good old clown shirt. That sounds just like me. It's out here wasn't bad for a teen horror.
It wasn't bad. I'm interested in seeing a remake. I mean, I'm a sucker for remakes. I know we talk about remakes are ridiculous and like they need to get some original ideas, and I still believe that. But like, for certain ones, I'm down for it.
All right, Raul, you're pushing it, buddy. All right, that's enough.
Yeah,
you're pushing it around.
Speaking of zombies, Hiya Toys announced this new Rick Grimes that looks fucking bad to the bone.
Yeah,
it's one of them 4-inch. I can't remember what the hell what they called this.
It was like 118 scale, something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what the ones who lived.
Yeah, the ones.
This is the first one in the series. I guess they're gonna do a series of the ones who lived.
Looks good.
This thing looks good. Yeah, like
it looks pretty
for
good.
A 4-inch figure. The head sculpt looks great.
Yeah, no, Hiya Toys does a really, really good job. Like they actually use the actual CGI scans for the Godzillas and the like all the kaijus. They use the actual like what is it? The CG things prints. This is fun.
I don't know what this thing is on the front of his gun, but like in my head, I don't know. Somebody in the chat may know. Maybe this is from the comic or something. It looks like something like if you were up close, you could just put that part around the zombie's head and the fucking barrel's right there. Close range. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a trident on a gun.
But this thing looks great for a 4-inch figure. This fucking thing looks pretty good. I bet you Wenzilla gets some of these because he's in the one.
Yeah, he's into them. Now, is this a pass for you, or would you buy something like this? I would buy this. I would buy this. Yeah, I mean, I don't have really any 4-inch or 1/18 scale figures, but this looks good. Yeah, I agree.
This looks better than the McFarlane 4-inch ones that are coming out.
I agree as well. See, we're not McFarlane glazers here. When we feel like something looks better, we say that it looks better. We don't glaze McFarlane.
Yeah, and when McFarlane does something good, we're quick to give him his props. Yeah. When he does something shitty, like this fucking Joker playset thing from the Joker movie, like that's garbage and it's $250 and you're an idiot if you buy it. Like simple as that.
You're not a fan of the Joker playset with the
Robert De Niro thing. Like I think the Robert De Niro figure's cool, but like I I've never watched the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie. I don't plan to. I don't plan to watch the second one specifically. I think it's a stupid playset. You could find somebody to make one and spend
looks
less than
better than the
$250.
second movie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If I had a choice, if I had to, gun to my head, do one or the other, watch Joker or Joker 2 or buy this thing, I would buy that thing for sure. I'd rather blow $200, but
I would pay it's $200 or I thought it was way
$250.
I would pay $250 before paying $9 to go see Joker 2. But then again, I didn't watch Joker 2 in theaters. Like, somebody provided that film for me.
Yeah, and you were still mad and wanted a refund.
Toriel says, "Don't sleep on 4 inches. When it's done right, it's great." Yeah, I agree. Ask my ex-wife.
Yeah. You beat me to it. Oh man. And
I agree.
Another bit of news here. The same people that brought you the Pooniverse, the Blood and Honey, is making a Popeye the Slayer Man movie. And Screen Rant provided some first looks at this ghostly Popeye the Sailor Man for this movie.
Yeah.
And what's your thoughts on this fucking?
I think it's fun. Idea? I think it's crazy, but like given like Art the Clown was a fucking short film YouTube type indie film that became this big old fucking sensation where you can see Art the Clown everywhere now. I'll give it a chance. I watched.
Did you watch the Winnie the Pooh one?
I watched both of them. I really enjoyed the second one more. I really liked the second one more. You know that there was a budget there. They really put they look really, really good. Like, it wasn't like a mass. Like, I could appreciate the idea of it, right? I could appreciate it.
I mean, it's kind of a novelty thing. And what I thought about this, what I thought of when I saw this and like the Pooniverse Blood and Honey thing, it reminded me back like in the mid 2000s, or early 2000s, like 2004, 2005. They started making books, like they took classic books and then incorporated like horror elements, like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, Lincoln the Vampire Hunter, Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters. Like, they did one, it did well, and then they're like, let's do it with everything. And that's what this reminds me of. Is like, oh, we did Winnie the Pooh and people thought it was awesome, so let's do some more.
See
and
that?
Like,
what up,
I
dude?
feel like it's gonna quickly get boring or quickly get old. Because like, what's after Popeye the Sailor Man?
They have a whole
show you bastardized.
They have a whole slate of movies. Like, they have Pinocchio. They've already shown, like, it's animatronics. Like, they're using actual practical effects for Pinocchio. They have Sleeping Beauty. They have Mickey Mouse. They have Peter Pan. They have Bambi. Who else do they have? They have a bunch of other people. They have Tinkerbell. Like, they have a bunch of these like Disney characters. It's all gonna merge.
I've not seen any of them, and I'm already tired of them. So.
You know what? It's crazy and it's silly, but like, I could appreciate like something fun. It's like Cocaine Bear, right? Those are movies not to watch and like take serious, right? Not you don't watch them. Just watch them high or fucking I don't know. Like, you have nothing else better to watch.
You know what movie that I did watch? I watched it on my way home from Legion's Con because my fucking flight got delayed and then delayed and then delayed. So I sat in the airport for a long time, and I watched Five Nights at Freddy's for the first time.
How'd you like that?
And I mean, I think it's dumb as shit, but I liked it. I enjoyed it, like, for as stupid as it was. But I have a penchant for liking stupid horror movies like Thanksgiving. Like,
Thanksgiving,
dumb movie, but like, I loved watching it. But yeah, I watched Five Nights at Freddy's, and like, I was way off on what my expectations were. I thought this was like, so when I saw I guess maybe I didn't even watch the whole trailer or whatever. But I remember when that movie got announced, it reminded me of was like the Goosebumps movie. Like, I thought it was like a kids campy type horror movie. Yeah. And then like the first scene of Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm like, whoa, this is not a kids movie at all.
Yeah, no, I agree. I watched Five Nights at Freddy, and I agree. I think Matthew Lillard did a really good job in that film. I mean, they got a sequel. I mean, I think it's more for like the kids. Like, did you see the trailer to How to Train a Dragon? They're doing a live action How to Train a Dragon.
Yeah, I saw a bit of the trailer. I didn't watch any of the cartoons either. So
I watched like all the films, but like it looks good. It really does look good. Like they really like did a good job trying to match like the world, where they're at, and like the Vikings and the dragon, just adding more, like try to make it more realistic. I mean, it's still CG, but like more realistic. But it's literally the same fucking story. Like it's like, do I really want? It's like Lion King, right? Like I could watch Lion King, even the live action, because Lion King is one of my favorite. It's my favorite Disney movie. But like it's the same thing as Lion King. Like if you want to watch Lion King the live action, just watch the cartoon. It's the same fucking movie. Like nothing changed. I mean, I know they want to keep it true to like the story, but like I know they add certain things different to kind of make it, to kind of separate both. But I think How to Train Your Dragon is going to be kind of like the same thing, where it's going to be like when you watch it, you're going to be like, I literally just saw this. It's just live action, right?
Yeah,
like
it's the same fucking thing. Yeah, that's
fucking
probably
movie.
how the Moana movie is going to be. Like whatever.
And I'm glad you mentioned that. I meant to put that up here. Is The Rock really wearing a muscle suit?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen
There's photos leaked around on, I guess they're filming it now, and there's a photo of The Rock where
why the fuck would that man need a muscle suit?
Exactly. Like he literally has like it looks like he has a big muscle suit, like a chest, like and everything with all the tattoos. And it's just like, I guess they like blend in his hand. Like his hands are.
I mean, he already looks like he eats entire cows for breakfast and lunch.
I think they wanted to make him look kind of like a lot, like not
cartoonish.
like super, more cartoonish than anything. But like that made no fucking sense to me though. Like, why is The Rock like talk about being arrogant, right? You're already fucking fit, and you want to look even right. Let's put a muscle suit on a muscle dude fucking guy. Like, what does that say about me, right? The fuck. Right.
All right, and the last piece of trending topic, not really a trending topic, just I wanted to throw this up here. The Ghostface pack came out on Mortal Kombat. Fuck Danny for saying that he doesn't belong. But there was a lot of speculation who was going to be behind the Ghostface mask in the game, and whether they would have anybody be it, because the guy that does the voice for Ghostface in the movies, he did all the voice recording for the game.
Nice.
Like the same guy did all the voice acting. So there was some speculation on who was going to be the Ghostface killer, or there was going to be multiple. Spoiler alert, there is multiple, but there's a lot of scenes in the game where, like when they're doing the up close graphics, where like all of the characters who wear masks, when these up close things happen, like showing damage to the face, the mask is off of them. Like Scorpion doesn't have his mask on, Sub-Zero don't have his mask on. So with this, they did the same thing with Ghostface.
Okay.
And
Ghostface. Billy Loomis. Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. There's multiple Ghostface in the game, like and there's like some speculation that there might be additional face renderings for Stu Macher, and then a couple of Mortal Kombat characters might also be in the Ghostface mask.
Anything besides like any Mortal Kombat characters, because I could see that. But if anything that's not Stu or Billy, it's the wrong answer. Like put the two OG Ghostface.
Yeah, they got
in this game.
And like you don't see Stu. You don't see Stu at all. Like all the stuff where Ghostface isn't wearing a mask, it's this Billy Loomis. But there's like dialogue in there that, like you know how in the Mortal Kombat game you can have like Scorpion versus Scorpion. Like they're different, but their interactions, they still talk to each other. If you do Ghostface versus Ghostface, one of the lines of dialogue, when they clash, one says, "Billy, is that you?" And then the other one says, "Of course it is, Stu." So it's like obviously they're going in to do Matthew Lillard,
and they should. I mean, they're always doing like cons together, so I don't see why it would be like if he agreed, like if he agreed to have his face scanned for the game, I mean, who's gonna say no? Like right now, they say, "Hey, Rowdy Boyz, we would love for you guys to be in the new pack of Mortal Kombat. Like, you guys are gonna be like one. Let's do it, right? Like, I'd scan my fucking face to be a character."
Yeah. There has to be also like a horticult though from Laserman universe, and like our heads have to be on that as well.
He says, "I can't hear Ghostface Killer without thinking of Wu-Tang Clan." But I could see, I could see Stu's face showing up pretty soon. So,
yeah, and so like I guess the story too, like because they're gonna if you get the expansion pack with the continuation of the story, Ghostface isn't in the story, but like you could still unlock as you play as him in the towers, like you get the story for how Ghostface ended up in the Nether Realm.
Yeah.
So or Outworld. So like it's been fucking awesome. Since I finished downloading it, I think it was Tuesday night. Okay. That's all I've done since I get home. I fucking go right into the bedroom. I grab my Switch and I've been fucking playing that game nonstop. He's awesome. You were wrong, and that's all I have to say.
Listen, I saw some of the gameplay and I did see some of the fatalities. He is fun. I just don't see him as, I mean, whatever. If they're doing Stu and they're doing Billy's face scans, I'm for it. I take back everything I said. NetherRealm Studios at Boom, great job. You guys did a fantastic job. I take back what I said. I could go fuck myself. I was wrong.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't gonna say that. I will
say that. I will be the first to say. I just felt like there were so many other horror icons you could have added.
Oh yeah,
hopefully,
I would never disagree with that. There's definitely. Oh shit, I couldn't get the screenshot either. I think they're teasing that Freddy Krueger might be coming back to Mortal Kombat 2, and I took a screenshot of my game because in one of the end scenes when I won as Ghostface, like it shows the background, and there's a dude it's a shadowy figure. He's got the fedora on. And he's got his hand up, but like you can't exactly see whether his hand's got the claws or not because his hand's kind of in front of him. And I took a screenshot. I was like, "What the fuck? Why is Freddy Krueger in the background?"
Now, here's a great question for you in the chat. If you could add any character, hero, villain from any genre movie, who would you add in a Mortal Kombat game that has not been added to the game?
Somebody that hasn't been in it yet.
Hasn't been in it. It hasn't been talked about. It hasn't crossed anybody's mind. Who would you add in the game? And why is our tribal chief Chubsy Wubsy?
Yeah, yes, right. Is, yes. Chubsy Wubsy.
Besides Chubsy Wubsy and Mrs. Wubsy, who would you add? Chat, this goes for you too.
That's a great question. Because they've had so many good characters in there. Jason, Freddy, Alien, Predator, Leatherface. They've had all those guys in them. RoboCop, Rambo, Terminator, T-1000's coming out in this new pack too.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Conan the Barbarian is gonna be in it. I would, you know what? Carnage from Marvel. Ooh, nice. Carnage in the fucking Outworld in Mortal Kombat would be nasty.
He would be
nasty.
And it would be something like I could see like it wouldn't it be dope like if you're playing like you like could like the symbiote could take over the other character and it could beat its own ass, like that would be
could you imagine a fucking Carnage symbiote Baraka? Like
fuck a Goro, imagine Goro, a Carnage version of Goro, or fucking like one of the ninjas like fucking Ermac. How powerful Ermac is, like shit,
that would be fucking awesome.
That would be dope.
There's a lot of great options. Now I would love to see like a crossover with Street Fighter and like throw fucking Guile or something or Blanca in Mortal Kombat. That would be pretty dope too.
No, absolutely. For me, I have 3. First one would be Eric Draven the Crow. Like Brandon Lee's the Crow would be fucking awesome in that game. Like have the Crow kind of like hanging on with him. Like you could do 2 versions with the trench coat. He could like be hitting motherfuckers with the guitar, shotgun, like a bunch of shit. Like, and I can see like the end. You know how they pose in the end where he throws the lighter on the ground and you see the flames turn into the Crow, or even like that. Like looking through the his bullet hole in the hand. Like Eric Draven the Crow would be fucking nasty in the game. He's one. Two,
Negan
would be dope.
He was in Tekken. They did Tekken had Negan in it, but I think Mortal Kombat would do it better.
Ash Williams from Evil Dead. I would love an Ash Williams in this game. Like I think he fits perfect in this game. Like I think he's one.
They tried and tried. He was actually supposed to be. they ended up putting Rambo in MK11 because Ash. It was supposed to be Ash, and then like last minute.
Yeah,
I don't think it was. I don't think it was the dude that played him. What the hell is his name? I don't think it was him that had a problem. I think it was fucking the studio had a problem.
Oh, okay. We got some answers here. He says Billy Butcher. Billy Butcher would be dope.
He would be good.
Old Jack Burton. Pee-wee. That's perfect answer. I love it. His fatality pulls out the fucking baby oil and then just goes to town. Green Geek says Green Ranger, but they're green with evil. Yo, that'd be dope.
Yes.
Space Marine, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Kratos, I like to see Kratos.
Kratos was already in Mortal Kombat.
If they were gonna bring him back, like I would like the old man Kratos, from the newer games.
Because I think it was MK9. It was Kratos and Freddy Krueger were the two like special appearance characters.
Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson would be fun. Agree with Carnage for sure. Would like to see Punisher would be dope. Orochimaru. What the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know who that is, but if Ralph says it, then it's got to be right.
We agree with you. For me, my last one, I want to say Michael, but after the events of you got to put Candyman in that shit. Put him in. Put Tony Todd in that motherfucker. Tony Todd would be fucking dope. Like with his hook, the gliding, and then you see the bees like do like a fatality with the bees and shit. Tony Todd's fucking character would be awesome. Like I wish.
If we're talking just horror, I think Pinhead is a fucking obvious fit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's like, that's a 100% like for day one. I'm fucking like buying the pack. Yeah. Like day one, I'm like ready for it. Pinhead was definitely one.
So that's how I was with MKX because I was like, as soon as they announced the game, I was like, I don't know, I might buy it. And then they announced the first wave of the add-on DLC characters, and there was Jason Voorhees, Predator, Alien, and Leatherface.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, it was $70 on the PlayStation Network when it first came out for the entire pass. I was like, no problem. Here's my money. Any more characters, you just let me know. I'll give you more money.
All right, here's another one. What's a curveball character? I'm gonna call this a curveball character. A character that nobody would expect, and you'd be like, what the fuck? I'll go first. Charles Bronson. Death Wish Charles Bronson and Mortal Kombat would be dope. But I want like with the beanie and the leather jacket. That's the Charles Bronson I want. Charles Bronson would be dope in Mortal Kombat.
Tyler Durden.
Nice.
From Fight Club. I think he's just the right kind of psychotic to handle himself in Mortal Kombat.
Donald Trump.
Make out world. We're going to make out world good again.
Cobra Daddy champion.
We keep on hearing about how, Sindel is the queen and that's fake news. Did you catch that on Fox News or something? Fake news. Next subject, please.
American Psycho Christian. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Patrick Bateman would be dope.
Yeah.
Musician. What musician would you put in?
Come on. Slim Shady.
With the
fucking
mask.
Jason mask and the fucking chainsaw. Yeah. 1999 Slim Shady. He's killing everybody as he's dropping some fucking sick freestyles on you.
I have three. First one is Ozzy Osbourne. I would put Ozzy Osbourne in Mortal Kombat.
He'd be too fucking high to know he's in.
Dude, I would put fucking Ozzy Osbourne. Like, I could see, like, when he wins, like, he takes a bat and bites his head off and shit. Ozzy Osbourne would be dope. Two would be Gene Simmons from Kiss. I would put Gene Simmons. He looks like a fucking character that would be up there.
And I bet you number 3 is Prince.
You damn fucking right. Prince would be number fucking 3. Yes.
I know you too damn well.
Hell yeah. He said Danny Trejo would be dope. Danny Prince, yep, that'd be dope. Popeye, yep. It's a.
I mean,
Let me
there's
promote that
so
would be
many
fucking awesome.
There's
Now,
so many
leading
like,
ladies,
awesome characters that they could
leading ladies
fucking.
from any genre, anything. What ladies? 3 ladies you would put in there. We talked about the guys.
Katniss Everdeen.
Dude. Fuck yeah, Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Well, it's 3 right, not 2. That's
I bet I could get 4. I bet I could get 4. If she gave me enough time, I bet you I could.
How about the mashup Def Jam and Mortal Kombat get the best of both worlds? Dude, I'm down for that.
Dude, the Def Jam game was pretty fucking cool. I played as Joe Budden all the time. He used to fucking win.
He said Lenny Kravitz and Dick says The Bride.
The Bride would be good too.
So that's your first one. Who's your second?
For leading ladies, oh man, Katniss Everdeen is obviously that's got to happen now. I can't get that out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm having a hard time thinking of badass.
All right, I'll go first, and I'll give you. I'll let you. I'll give you 2, so then I could help you. All right, first one, I would go with Ellen Ripley. I'll do Ellen Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Connor. I'm doing Sarah Connor, and then 3 would be Celine from Underworld. She would be fucking dope.
Underworld. I don't think I've seen enough. I don't think I've seen that enough times.
To the guns, the tight, leather one suit, like that would be fucking dope.
I would have Pearl.
You missed it. Wade was really trying to get you to.
I don't want mommy in there. I don't want her getting hurt. I don't know if she'd do all right.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. What's that girl's name there that played like Pearl and X? You know who I'm talking about?
I know you're talking about Maxine. Yeah, the same. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Another person I would definitely put in there would be Paula Deen.
You fucking perv.
I would definitely put Paula Deen in that shit.
You want her in one of those tight ass katana suits
with some butter. With some butter. Paula Deen. No, you know what would be dope? You would be really, really cool. The big breasted ghost from 13 Ghosts. She'd be dope. I think her name was the Bride or something or some shit. I think that was her name. She had like all the cuts everywhere. She was like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I watched the movie. Yeah. Now, real serial killers? Who would you put as a real serial killer in the game?
Oh, Ed Gein. Ed Gein's going to be just fine. He's going to thrive. He's going to be the new emperor of fucking Outworld.
I'm putting Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, Night Stalker. He'd do, or not Aaron Hernandez. I'm thinking the other one. Yeah, Aaron Hernandez would probably do pretty good too. I could throw the fucking Diddler in there. He'd be just fine too.
P. Diddy, right? Now, what would be P. Diddy's fatality? He opens your asshole. You don't even want to know. Grabs the phone. He opens your asshole and he sticks his hand in your.
He knocks you down and he dumps the baby oil on him, and then he just like dives head first right through your ass.
Instead of the you hear "Get up."
It won't fit.
He says, "Mine would be Betty White, but make her open." Yeah, hell yeah. Dahmer. Everybody say Jeffrey Dahmer would definitely be dope. Serial killer easy, John Wayne Gacy. Okay. He said would be a crazy finish. OJ. He says
he was acquitted.
Asshole, it would build up music. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
Yeah. There we go. We can put that person in Mortal Kombat too.
Yeah. All right. I had one thing for trending topics here, and it's my I mean, you already did toy related things, but I thought that, and I've been saying it, I can see why Hot Toys is like they boosted up the prices on the 1/6 scale. And again, I understand not 1/6 scale is not for everyone. It's not for me. I don't know why the fuck I ever thought 1/6 scale.
It is for you. That's all you fucking think about is getting.
It's hard not to, but like last week I showed you guys that Hot Toys was teasing Sideshow were teasing the Resistance with Blade, X-23, Elektra, and Gamma.
Yeah.
So they showcased today the 1/6 scale figure of Daphne King's X-23, and can I tell you that they're on point. And this is the hot toy right here. The fucking look, like the face sculpt alone is $300. To me, it's like $350. Like whoever, I don't know if they got the same guy doing the head sculpts. I don't know what they're using now, but they've improved so much. The only thing that scares me about this is that I know it's like one of those rubber suits. And after a while, like after you pose a couple times, that's the only fear. Hopefully they've changed that and they've made it better. But man, what a fucking beautiful. I'm not even an X-23 fan. I love Daphne King. I think she's awesome in the movie. And it's kind of like the Penguin. Like I would have never thought I'd watch a Penguin series. I've never thought I would want an X-23 hot toy figure. And I kind of want one. But man, like the face sculpt alone, like I'll show you a couple images. Look at this fucking face.
Yeah, that looks great.
It looks fucking amazing. It kind of looks drawn. Like it doesn't even look like it's a figure or a prototype. And that's the only thing too. Like sometimes the prototypes look super fucking dope. And then when you get the actual release, it's not as good as the prototype is, which is normal in some cases, which is common. But like, man, I hope if it looks like this, I kind of want it.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, dude. Like you have her with her shades on. Like it makes me excited for like the other ones, for the Gambit, for the Electra, and even the Blade is the one I really want. But here's like an up close. Look at that face. Dude, that's a fucking awesome face sculpt.
Yeah, like it looks like they took a real picture and then like put it through one of those fucking filters to make it look.
Yeah, like an AI or something, right?
Yeah,
it looks crazy. Really, really fucking good. So
I don't know that I'm crazy about the hair because it looks like the hair is like.
You know what?
It's not like real hair.
No. I think it's sculpted hair. I wasn't at first, but like after owning, I had the first release Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman from Batman vs Superman. It was really a pain in the ass to fucking do the keep the hair down because sometimes it was like kind of like Barbie, like you know when you. Like the hair just kind of just frizzes up. So I think they went with the whole sculpting works because you don't have to kind of style it or, you know, brush it out or do anything. Like it stays that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it looks really.
This little girl looks like she'd fuck you up.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen this movie yet, but.
Like I could see us in a movie together, like in a zombie apocalypse movie where she's the lead character and I'm like the.
She's the one saving you as you complain the whole time.
The whole time, and she's like kicking my ass the entire time.
She's like, "Let's go, we got to move," and you're like, "I just sat down."
My feet hurt. It looks fucking dope, dude.
My socks are wet. Shut up and let's go. That looks really good. I don't collect 1/6 scale, and I'm not going to collect this one either. But if I did collect 1/6, I would probably have to have this. I would imagine. Looks like a little badass. I gotta watch this movie.
Looks good. Dude, it's fucking awesome, man. He says, "I heard Diddy saying, get over here."
Get over here.
Dennis finishes with his oil slick. Diddy, not Denny. It was like, I was like, oh, not Denny's. Dude, I agree. It looks phenomenal. So Denny's Grand Slam, whole new meaning now. He said they nailed this. Yeah, dude, it looks fucking phenomenal. I can't wait to see what the blade. I can't wait to see what the blade looks like.
I can't wait to see the Gambit.
The Gambit's gonna be fucking awesome. I wonder if
if the fucking if the X-23 looks that good, like the Jennifer Garner one's probably gonna look great too. Like
he says, it looks amazing. Electra? Yeah. He said it looks amazing, but I would never buy a seamless figure. Dude, I agree. It's super fucking scary. It's super sketchy too. Like, you know who does a really, really good job? Mondo does a really good job when it comes to like skin, because it still gives you the little peg in the hinge where you could kind of still, and they do a good job hiding it. Like they give you like that rubber skin, but they still put the joint there where it like bends and you could kind of hide it and make it look good. Like I wish they did that.
Let me be devil's advocate and ask a question here.
Yeah, go ahead.
1/6 scale, you know, you're talking about the rubber bodysuit or whatever, and if you take your 1/6 scale, it's got that body, that sculpt or whatever the material is, right? And you put it in a static pose, and you don't move it around, does the skin still fall apart, or does it only fall apart if you start articulating it again?
I think the skin. I think it just tears.
Like even if it's just sitting, you're not moving it.
If you leave it, I think it. If you do it once and keep it there, it'll stay there. But I think what happens is that it'll leave that like from what I've seen, it'll leave that like little bent and like little wrinkled on the skin, and then it's easy to like if you pull it down because it's been sitting there for so long. By the time you pull it down, it's so sensitive it tears. Or if you keep like either way, like it's gonna tear regardless.
Right. So that's what I'm saying is if you open that up, you put it in a static pose, and don't move it again, it's probably not going to rip, right?
Probably.
So I don't understand why 1/6 collectors are upset about this, because how often are you moving around and posing your 1/6 and taking pictures with them? Like,
right?
They seem like they're more for display, or as you do, keeping it in the box forever.
As they are. Like honestly, I agree. I think like as a as an amateur photographer, I would say like I take 1 or 2 photos, maybe, but like it would be more like fate. Like honestly, like you're right. They're like Funkos to me.
Right.
They're not to they're to be posed.
Whenever I see things, whenever I see these sort of things, I think that is a shelf piece that you're not playing around with. Yeah. You know, that's made to. You spend a lot of money. That's made to sit on your shelf and look cool, and really nothing else. Like
absolutely, they're like Funkos. They're literally like Funkos.
Yeah.
The difference is like you would want to take these out the box. Funkos, you keep them in a box, unless you take photos of them. Most people keep them in a box. He says, for me, it's not even the tearing of the fact that the skin fights the joints and it makes it's possible to stay posed. In my experience, hey.
All right. I have one 1/6 scale. I've taken it out once. I did pictures with it once. I've put it back in the box.
And that's where
I don't know if that's got the same. I mean, it's got arm covering, so I don't know if he's got.
Well, it has
it's not the same material, right?
You have the Thor from it still has it has the Phison skin too. It does have that.
Does it? Oh yeah, he does have bare arms. Yeah, that's right.
My personal opinion to you, and I understand it because you got the kids. Take it out the box and let it get some air and display it somewhere. Find somewhere to display it, because what could happen too is because you keep it in the box for so long, the pleather starts peeling. Like I'm telling you, Hot Toys. I hope they fixed a lot of issues, but Hot Toys, and maybe this is the reason why they're charging a lot more, because maybe they did fix those issues. But because maybe they're using different material, they're using more like durable fabrics and shit like that. But Funko's Hot Toys same. They're not the same thing. But they're
no, they are. They're the same. They're the same. You're buying them. You're not taking pictures of it. It's different pricing.
It's just they're you know what the fuck I mean.
Hey, listen, I'm with you. They're the exact same fucking thing. I get it.
He says, can't buy any that would have to put it on gloves and play with, but to each their own, and artistry is definitely there. Yo, I agree. Artistry is definitely there. 1/6 scale is not for everybody. Like, and especially if you want to take photos of it, you run the risk of like posing and it tears. But also too is like you gotta fucking have somebody build you a 1/6 scale diorama for that fucking thing, or take outdoor photos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And like that's like that Thor that I have is cool. It's awesome to look at, and like I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I did the one set of pictures with it, it was like, what the hell do I even put this up against? I have like a black background because I don't have anything that's going to be in scale. I don't have anything that's going to scale with this.
Unless you like build your own fucking thing, and who really has? I'm
not Jedi Jack. I'm not building myself anything.
He says, toys you don't articulate are statues. Toddy Mac told me so. Hey? I agree. All right. But that's it for trending news, man. I wanted to showcase that. I can't wait for them to showcase like the Blade, because that's the one I'm really looking forward to the most, is the Blade. And Gambit after. Like, but so far
I'm interested in seeing the Blade and the Gambit for sure. I mean, I'm not gonna buy them. Not that interested.
You think they'll do the card, like I know they're gonna have the card effects for Gambit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those shits.
There's gonna be some sick effects for that fucking thing.
They're gonna be so good, man. I hope the blade comes with the bazooka. It comes with the bazooka.
I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen the Deadpool movie. So
yeah, I hope. All right. Well,
about a bazooka.
Well, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching, we have come to the point of our show where
ladies and gentlemen and dickheads alike, it's time for the weekly fix.
It's time for the weekly fix. And if you're new here, you don't know what the weekly fix is. It's the time where me and Unworthy take time to get back and show appreciation to awesome, amazing people in every community. And we're not just talking toy community, because we have friends that do a bunch of everything. So
that's right.
Whether you're a cosplayer, a musician, a painter, a fucking dial maker, a toy maker, a comic book writer, comic book artist, no matter what it is, we like to show you guys some love and showcase your work. I challenge anybody who's in the chat or anybody that's watching, if you know of anyone that does something different other than what we do in the toy community, send the account our way and we'll show them some love. Or if you think they'll make an awesome guest and you think they do something awesome, let us know so we can have them as a guest and hear this.
And I'd also like to challenge the chat. Anybody in the chat, I would also like to challenge you to a fucking fisticuffs behind the school tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. if you got the fucking balls.
There you go.
How's that?
He says, "What about Pokemon erotic fan fiction?" I
still haven't heard back. I still haven't heard back from the people at Game Freaks. So I'm trying. I'm trying for the people that are interested.
Oh my goodness, they won't let it go.
All right, so it's fine. It's fine. So, I've accepted the lot in life that I made for myself by giving you ungrateful assholes the news.
Dude, that was so fucking good that day.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was a fucking great time. You know how many times at Legion's Con somebody came up to me and asked me how the fucking Pokemon erotic fan fiction's going? And I'm like, you assholes, I didn't like that shit.
Oh my goodness, man. Everybody's all right. So for our weekly fix, we're gonna start off with none other than the gentlemen who remind us that they are outside. I am showcasing the Grown Ass Man toys tonight. Yeah. So we're talking about Marvelous Shots, the Real Comrade, and Collector 425. Awesome guys. We've had the pleasure of seeing them both in person at Legion's Con twice already. We've chopped it up with a couple of them a couple of times. They've, Collector 425 is a big supporter of the No Justice. He's done some Black and Wednesday stuff as well. Super awesome guys. We've had great conversations with them. They have an awesome show. Every Sunday is a pre-recorded show, so definitely go check out their YouTube. Links are in their bios. And if you're not following them, go check their pages out. You know what I'm saying? Go hit them up. They do a lot of awesome giveaways as well. They're always doing like raffles and stuff like that. They do features as well too. If you use the hashtag Grown Ass Men Toys, they will definitely feature your photo. They've done it plenty of times for me. So shout out to the Grown Ass Men Toys. I wanted to showcase them and shout them out. I also had the privilege of meeting Wenzilla also at Legion's Con. What a fucking awesome guy. Him and his wife, beautiful wife. They were there, super awesome. So shout out to him as well. So shout out to Grown Ass Men Toys. I wanted to showcase them on tonight. Yes, and next we got is great_war_gallery. Awesome toy photographer. Awesome supporter. He does a lot in the community, does awesome stuff. He's just great, does great work, awesome photos. Again, I'm a big fan of people who take photos and look like they're having fun with their photos. It's not like, it doesn't always have to be something like, I respect everybody that wants to get a gig or a sponsorship. I'm here to cheer you on to the end and hoping that you get that. But like, I really love when just people are just open their toys, just want to just have fun with them, take photos, you know what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be a fun hobby, and Great War Gallery definitely does that, and it shows in his photos. Amazing account. Awesome guy. Definitely go check him out. Go give him some love. Go give him a follow. You want to do some collaborations with him, go do so. So shout out to him. And then last but not least is Mr. Agent Variant, George. Hey. George is a fucking awesome dude. If no one's ever had the chance to talk to George or even like just, have a one-to-one conversation with him, even through Instagram or in person, man, you're missing out. This dude is fucking awesome. Definitely an OG in the toy community. Does amazing photos, amazing photos. He also does awesome backgrounds. Like he's done a bunch of like backgrounds he was selling at one point. Great stuff. But overall, amazing dude. He has he's one of the hosts of the Show and Tell podcast with Super Cool. So definitely go check out Agent Variant.
Yeah, we had them on the show.
Yeah. We had him on. Great guest. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely, we should have. We got to get George back on and talk to George, man, because I love how he like puts so much thought into the work that he does, and he's such a positive fucking guy, man. Every single time I see him, he's always like super positive.
That's probably why he doesn't really want to come back on our shows, because he's really positive and we're really not. We like to tell people to fuck off. So
yeah. So if you're not following Agent Variant, go give him a follow, man. Go show him some love. Go check out his awesome photos. He has an amazing Daredevil. There's this one photo he has with Daredevil where it has like the kind of like an effect in the back. Awesome photo. He has all around amazing photos, but that's like one of my favorite photos that he's done. So definitely go shout out to Agent Variant, man. I wanted to showcase him tonight. And Unworthy, do you have those are my 3 for tonight? Unworthy, you have anybody you want to showcase?
As I mentioned earlier, I've been slacking very hard, so I didn't get anything prepared, so I will save them for next week. Instead of shouting them out without putting them on the screen, I will save it for next week.
You got it. Well, we got says fuck that. I'm not going behind the shed. I'm punching you in the
Listen, you ain't punching me nowhere. In front of the principal, behind the principal, in the fucking Ponderosa parking lot, like it ain't happening. You're too slow. Your arms don't move fast enough. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm a stick and move. You ain't hitting nobody. Only gonna be 2 hits. Me hitting you, Cobra, and you hitting the floor.
We should take a trip to the West Coast, man, and do a boxing match with him and Fallen. We should. Hey, that'll be a nice challenge. The A-Worthy Addiction guys versus the Hoodcast guys in a boxing match.
It'd be more entertaining than the fucking Mike Tyson and
fucking fight, man.
What a bunch of shit that ended up being.
Yeah, Wade says, "Hey, we outside." Shout out to the girl, man. Yeah, absolutely, awesome guys. And Agent Variant says, "Appreciate it, fellas. Anytime you guys want, I'm there." Hey, absolutely. We're definitely going to talk. Get you on the show, man. Love to have you back.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad you mentioned the Tyson fight, man. So I meant to ask you that in the beginning. So what are your thoughts on that fight? Like, was it exactly what you expected it to be?
No, not at all. The women's fight was fucking really good.
It should have been the main event.
Really good. That definitely was. The fight of the night. That shit with Jake Paul. Hi, Clint. Yeah, we're still on. We've been waiting for you. Where you at, man? Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I want to say that I think it was rigged and it was fake and it was all that. I don't know. I was disappointed as all fucking get out.
Yeah, I think a lot of us were.
I am so glad that it didn't cost me money to watch it.
Right, and it was all free, and then it kept freezing too. Netflix kept like fucking buffering. It was weird. Me personally, watching it, I don't think the fight was rigged. I think that Age showed up and Age showed Mike Tyson that, I give him, listen, all respect to that man, 58 years old, getting in there with somebody younger. That's who Mike Tyson is. He's not going to back down. If that's not scary, then I don't know what the fuck if that doesn't tell you Mike Tyson's a fucking badass, I don't know what it'll tell you. I think that Age definitely played a big part, and
I don't know. I think
he just has heart. His heart is there. I think, and this is a big pill to swallow. I have to give credit where credit is due, and I do give credit to Jake Paul for holding back, because Jake Paul could have for his age and it's a lot. He could have. I feel like he held back in that fight, but also too, Mike Tyson hasn't been really doing anything, and now he's in a position where he's doing better with his kids and his family, and he's been calm. So, you're winning $20 million. Like, he set you up really good to the point where it's like, hey, I kind of felt like it's like even at the end of the fight, like he could have kept going. He just bowed. Like, on the sense, like, I don't want to, like, I appreciate that he didn't take it that far to the point where he's like, I don't want to tarnish your legacy. But this is what was going. I knew this was.
That's why I say I think I felt like there was it was rigged, because there was there was times where both of them could have ended it. Like they both had chances a couple times where they could have fucking stopped it. They could have put the show to the end right there, and neither of them did. So
no, I think Mike had that one. I feel like Mike had that one in the beginning, and that was it. I agree with Roy Jones. His legs were not there. And again, age, sometimes it's age. It's a 50-year-old man. What did you expect? He has balls because he's Mike Tyson. It's just what happened. But
how about when they're like, "What? How come you kept biting your gloves?" And he's like, "Oh, I've got a fixation with biting."
Right. We got Clintastic in the house. What's up, Clint? Thank you for joining us, Clint. What's going on, dude?
Not much. Just seeing what all y'all were up to. So,
we're up to the same nonsense as always. You know.
Clint, did you? I know you're not a big boxing guy, right? Are you? Do you watch? No. Did you catch a little bit of the replay of the fight? What are your thoughts?
The bar I was in that night had it playing, so
okay, it was whatever, right? To you,
yeah.
Now, here's a good question that maybe
just a bunch of meaty men slapping meat. Really, is all it was. That's how Clint likes to describe wrestling. So,
yeah,
just a bunch of meaty men slapping each other around. That's all.
Now, here's a good question for you, Clint. I know you're not a 1/6 scale person as well. I know you collect like Marvel Legends and X-Men alone, right? I mean, you have other stuff, but you're a big X-Men guy. Like, is the Gambit hot toy something you would probably get? Because I mean, he was one of the highlights of that movie for me. He definitely was one of them.
Is it the Channing Tatum Gambit?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
No.
Yeah. See, I respect that because you're such an X-Men fan, and it's like you're such a true fan that you're not like a glazer. It's not like, oh, I know it's Gambit, but it's not, it's not for me. I can respect that. Some people would be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy that shit. Fucking get you. I respect that because you're so honest with things. Me, I would if it was Superman, I'd be like, I don't fuck what Superman is. I'm buying it. It was like fucking Superman.
I mean, the only reason I'm getting it is because I'm cheap. No moral reasons, just
yeah, and yeah.
Did you, Clint? Did you get to see the X-23 that they announced?
No.
We were just showing it off here. I'll bring that picture back up here.
Looks really good.
Nice.
Yeah. She looks really, really good, dude.
She looks like she'd fuck you up, Danny.
Yeah, she would.
I think she'd kick this shit right out of you.
I think I would let her.
Easy. I think she's only like 16 years old. Easy.
Yeah.
Not 16. She can't be 16. She's older. Let me check. I am older than her, but no, thank you.
Oh, that's usually the case with anyone.
Yeah.
Where is it? But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Blade. I definitely want the Blade. Blade is definitely one of those figures that I want. I mean, I know they had I don't think they made one back then from the other movies, but like I kind of want like an old man Blade. I hope they bring him back in the movies. I hope they make like a nice little send off would be nice.
They're gonna milk that for all it's worth.
I hope. I really hope.
Wesley needs the money. He's into it.
Oh yeah. Or put him in a ring with Jake Paul. You could get $20 million. Easy. Just run around the fucking ring with Jake Paul, and you get $20 million. I mean, shit, $20 million right now. Would you get in a ring with Jake Paul? Absolutely. You can knock me down.
I'd do $20 million.
I do a lot.
I'd let either one of those dudes knock me out for $1 million. That's fine.
Oh man, but since I got you here, Clint, is there anybody you want to shout out tonight for a weekly fix? We just did our weekly fix. Anybody you?
Oh, shoot. No one off the top of my head.
Okay, no problem. We'll save it for next time. But before we end the show with a quote, I just it's a word from our sponsor.
The following episode has been paid for by the Rowdy World Order.
So, does anybody have a quote for the night?
I can't remember what Rel's quote was. I want to quote Rel. Hold on a second. Almost there, I think. He was giving you shit about something.
Oh yeah.
What about you being a big wine ass?
Yeah, Rel was on. He was like fucking.
He's on you
me.
tonight.
He was on me tonight. Here's a good quote.
I should have came earlier.
Build a music.
Yeah,
a great quote for the
there
night.
You go. There's your quote. They said something else too. I can't remember what it said. Something about smoking sessions. So yeah, go check that out too. I guess right. That's what we do. We promote everybody. Sure, go check that out. Cash App him, whatever.
Right. Well, listen, everybody that tuned in tonight, we appreciate you as always. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit that like button. As always, it's free. We appreciate the support as always.
Yeah, and as always, if you're not going to go follow the people that we told you to follow,
thank you, Dave.
Fuck yourself and unfollow me. And that goes to because we did Toy Talk last night, movie talk with Toy Father. Quentin and I were on there, and we mentioned last night that you could tune in tonight, and we'd tell you the same thing because we couldn't say it on the Toy Father's channel. So anybody that watched us last night and saw the people we promoted, like Wade Crate, EC Toy Picks, Sinister Designs, and everybody that we plugged last night too, go follow them, and if you don't, unfollow me as well.
Yes, absolutely.
There you go. There it is, Diggs. I promised you I would get it tonight, so I didn't want to miss it. I didn't want to miss it two nights in a row. Yes, and also we will be not live next week for Thanksgiving. We are going to be doing a pre-recorded episode that will air live in the usual time slot. Danny and I will probably be in the chat because we think we figured it out how to do that this time.
Right.
If not, if it's over an hour, we won't be in the chat either. You just watch the shit when you want to.
Right.
That's how it goes.
But
look out for that.
Yeah, so definitely enjoy your family time. Eat your turkey and enjoy your family. You know, have great conversation. No arguments at the table. No political arguments.
Don't be talking about fucking Donald Trump and
talk about politics. Talk about other shit, other stuff. Talk about fucking Mike Tyson. I'd rather you talk
about how weirdly attracted to the hot toy Danny is.
Yeah.
Talk about that at the Thanksgiving party.
All right. Well, much love to everybody. And as always,
good night, beautiful.
Thank you for tuning in.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
Click that notification bell
for more content.